Well, my life turned out to be a lot more experiences with these kids and challenging me and being quick enough. My son had a habit of loosening the wheels on the wagon, taking the wagon to the top of the hill. And this is the best part. He would stick his sister in the wagon, tell her to hold on to the handle, and push her down the hill. And you'd see the wagon come down and the wheels going, because they're so loose that they're about to fall off. And he's just having his old glory laughing at her, waiting for her to crash. And what does Mom do? Mad dash. Can't get the kid harmed. Yes. I had to learn very quickly how to move very quickly and rely on those instincts of child in danger, run, fly, super mom. And I think that's what every parent does. You become super parent really quickly. But these were just some of the challenges, some of the good times, memories for our vacations. My first vacation with my son before my daughter was born, we went tent camping. And I didn't want to leave him in the car because it was too hot. So I couldn't keep him. He was walking and he loved to get into things. So I decided that I'd stick him on the inside of the tent while I'd nail down the outside of the tent. That way I would be safe with the hammer and he'd be safe in the tent and he wouldn't be stuck in the hot car. And it sounded like a good idea, right? No. Bad idea. Before I could get the first stake pulled and start hammering, there went him in the tent. And he just walked like he would normally. And there went the tent. And of course, the tent is like a little dome tent, so it rolls. As he's walking, it just keeps going. And he's going faster, and I'm trying to get him. And pretty soon I'm yelling, "Stop that tent!" Everybody in the campground thought I was crazy because I'm yelling to stop the tent. Well, when I unzipped the tent and they saw that the baby was in the tent, they understood why I was panicking. Not such a good idea. But then we started, when his sister was born, I waited until the kids were older to take them camping. And I'm thinking that, 5, 6, with the youngest one being 5 or 6, that it's a good time. And I would, take the ropes and tie down the tent. And because the kids were small and I was worried, I put these flags on the ropes so they could clearly see where the stakes were in the ground and the ropes to the tent and, safety. Those caution orange triangles, pretty big, you can't miss them. Wrong. My daughter hit the same nail and the same stake. I can't even tell you how many times. And it got to be a joke with the kids and I that you'd hear this, "Ah!" And we're like, "Oh, she hit it again." And you get up and you make sure she's okay. And bam, she hit it again. I'm like, okay, it's a small campground. It's a small tent. You can avoid it. Oh. Yeah, our camping trips, you can't help but go and laugh because we always do something crazy. One camping trip, I fell asleep at the fire, and I got stuck in the chair. Apparently, when you sleep, you become dead weight, and dead weight, you sink in the chair, and I go to get up and the chair's stuck. So I'm bent over and the kids are trying to help me get this chair off my butt. And they're laughing so hard at me. They're like, "Mom, you're so bad." Oh my gosh. That is one. We go camping in Maine. We went camping, oh gosh, one time we went camping, we knew it was going to rain. So we put these tarps out. And I made the tarps like kind of close to the entrance and on a slope. Well, I didn't plan it out quite well enough because when you got out of the tent, you kind of had to crawl from underneath the tarp. So you're laying flat and you're crawling to get out from underneath the tent. And one time we went camping and we camped along this stream, and they had these tubes that you could rent and go down the stream, and then they had a sign saying this is, the last stop for your campground. And that was kind of interesting. My kids liked that. I didn't like that. No. I fell out of the tube and went down the rapid with nothing but my body. So I was pretty banged up because I couldn't stay in an inner tube. Oh my gosh. I could go on forever about our trips. I truly could. They've been a memory. A good holidays. Well, let's just say we like to play practical joke. Pranks, jokes, whatever. So Halloween was the best holiday to partake in pranks. And where I live, we have this big parade. And one year, the kids rigged this scarecrow up. That here we come from the parade. It's about 11 o'clock at night. I'm trying to get them in the house. And they rigged a little tripwire that when you go off the tripwire, this scarecrow would fall in front of you. And they were prepared for this. So I go and trip this wire, and they start screaming, and next thing I know, this thing is dropping right in front of me. I'm like, ah! And they start laughing. They love that. I think, I'll get you back. You wait. I'll get you back. Next Halloween, they found out that I was scared to death of snakes. So they rigged the door up with this fake snake that when you would touch the doorknob, you would feel it, and they rigged it so it was slimy, and it felt like it was alive, and it would kind of drop on your hand because you would do this, and it would, fall down. Oh, let me tell you, I was never so scared in my life. I'm like, okay, I'll get you back. You wait. I'm going to come up with something really good. Next Halloween was the spiders, the snake on the bed, the cups, the doors. Yeah. They've gotten me every year with something. The one time they got me, they rigged a rubber band around the hose to the sink. So when you turn the water on, instead of the water coming out of the faucet, it would come out of the hose and get you. Yeah, my kids are really good at practical jokes, and don't worry, I'm still working on a way to get them. I'm going to come up with a really good prank, and I'm going to get them good. You wait. Granted, it's been several years, but don't worry, I'm still working on it. I'm going to get it. I came up with one